Hi guys, I'm back with Portal 2 and I have a new controller. It's a sort of a copy of an Xbox controller, I guess. Well, it's for the Xbox One. I did record this before, but the game sound, the game music was way too loud, so you couldn't hear me talking. Not that I'm that interesting anyway, but that's beside the point. You couldn't hear me. You couldn't hear me saying anything. So yeah. This way it'll pop up with like X and stuff because I'm using said controller. It's good. My old controller was basically a PS. Ooh, it's vibrations as well. Was a PS3 third party controller. And you had to plug in a dongle as well as plug in the controller because the battery was terrible. I'm not sure if you actually had to plug it and then charge it for a bit and then you could use it. Or you just had to plug it in and you could use it. But that's just my laptop and there's 3 USB ports, so two. And then I have the headset, then it'll be 3, so all those so if I wanted to use a mouse, I could put it in the menu.
War heroes, Olympians, you're here because we want the best, and you are it. So, who's ready to make some science?
I am.
Yeah.
Now, you already met one another on the limo ride over, so let me introduce myself. I'm Cave Johnson.
Gosh.
I own the place. That eager voice you heard is the lovely Carolyn, my assistant. Rest assured, she has transferred your honorarium to the charitable organization of your choice. Isn't that right, Carolyn?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson.
She's the backbone of this facility. Pretty as a postcard, too. Sorry, fellas. She's married. To science.
Science! Slam. That may or may not have hurt. Possibly.
There's 1,000 tests performed every day here in our enrichment spheres. I can't personally oversee every one of them, so these pre-recorded messages will cover any questions you might have and respond to any incidents that may occur in the course of your science adventure. Your test assignment will vary depending on the manner in which you have bent the world to your will. Those of you helping us test the repulsion gel today, just follow the blue line on the floor. Those of you who volunteered to be injected with praying mantis DNA, I've got some good news and some bad news. Bad news is we're postponing those tests indefinitely. Good news is we've got a much better test for you. Fighting an army of mantis men. Pick up a rifle and follow the yellow line. You'll know when the test starts.
Oh, don't let it even do anything. Way to build up suspension and it's still doing anything. 7 years later. It's kind of like it's not too really. Why don't I just fall down an elevator shaft? I need to get there because if you look around there's absolutely nowhere else I can go. Except from there. Can't reach that. So happens I have to conveniently locate it. It's an angled thing there. Thing is the scientific word for it, yes, and I seem to be standing on one tiny bit of little light, so this is where it's right. Oh, I'm going to disobey those rules. I'll fall down the elevator shaft! There we go. I should have put the portal down first before I threw myself into science. Everyone with a bit of science. And spread science. I need to look around more because I'm not looking around because I've done this so many times. Although there is one test that I always
They say great science is built on the shoulders of giants. Not here. At Aperture, we do all our science from scratch. No hand-holding.
Ah, exposed.
All right, let's get started. This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control group, by the way. You get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs. Tragic, but informative. Or so I'm told.
Who needs to complete when you have one of these? Yeah. I can't remember, but I might have played Think of Portals. I know I have played it, but there was one little task I couldn't remember how to do. I didn't know how to do because I never actually tried it. Well, I did try it. It's the one with I forget. It's got like 2 emancipation bills. Lovely stuff to get one side to the other with the cube, and I couldn't do it. I can't puzzle solve.
The lab boys just informed me that I should not have mentioned the control group. They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages. That gave me an idea. Make more pre-recorded messages. I pay the bills here, I can talk about the control group all damn day.
How about you throw some combustible lemons at it? Sounds like a good plan.
For this next test, we put nanoparticles in the gel. In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors.
Yay!
Now, maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too.
But why? Why would you do that to me? I don't want you. They're not particularly nice, from what I've gathered. Why am I putting them there? Until it's late. I'm feeling knackered. I'm so tired that tears are rolling down my face. They're not tears of sadness, it's just my eyes watering. I'm really tired. I haven't been recording for a while because, let's just say exams are taking over my life, and I put the wrong one. No! That. Oh. Okay, bye. So yes, they've been taking over my life, but it's fairly busy. I haven't really been editing much either because same reasons. I've made a Brawlhalla video. Well, kind of. I don't know why I just did that. What? Why did I just do that? I don't understand. Please say what? What I was saying was I was in the middle of making a Brawlhalla video. If you haven't seen the one before, I think it's called Brawlhalla Golden Disasters or something, because we had like a massive match and we were all yellow, so I think that's what it's called. Disasters. Yeah. Anyway, because I'm scrub who is a cheapskate and has a laptop that's probably quite a thing with it, I have to use Movie Maker. Yeah. It's not the really old one that crashes all the time. It's the Windows Live version, which is, I guess, slightly better. It won't crash. Although, yeah, the problem I have at the minute is that I don't know how to fix when I split the video clip, it just like deletes all of my projects.
Oh, in case you got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel. We haven't entirely nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton. All these science spheres are made of asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats. Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry cough, or your heart stopping, because that's not part of the test. That's asbestos. Good news is the lab boys say the symptoms of asbestos poisoning show a median latency of 44.6 years. So if you're 30 or older, you're laughing. Worst case scenario, you miss out on a few rounds of canasta. Plus, you forwarded the cause of science by 3 centuries.
Yay.
I punch those numbers into my calculator, it makes a happy face.
Good. Oh, I died then.
I like your style. You make up your own rules, just like me. Bean Counter said I couldn't fire a man just for being in a wheelchair. Did it anyway. Ramps are expensive.
Oh, same. Certainly. As I was saying, well, hello, I've kind of had to stop with that video because, as I said, the split function, which is basically what I used to cut down the video. Sucks, I know, but it's free, so yeah, it's not the best video, what I know, hopefully these videos, I'm not the judge of that. So, it's going to be a bit of a short one. I think it comes out about 3 minutes. I know we don't do videos that short, but I have no choice because I will either have 3-minute videos, which I've been working on for quite a while, or no video. I don't want to put it all to waste, so I kind of have to upload it as 3 minutes. Yeah! Oh! That was nice. Bouncy liquid. It should be jelly. Over there. Because how am I going to fly over there? Tap it up! So,
Just a heads up, that coffee we gave you earlier had fluorescent calcium in it so we can track the neuronal activity in your brain. There's a slight chance the calcium could harden and vitrify your frontal lobe. Anyway, don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm serious. Visualizing the scenario while under stress actually triggers the reaction.
Thank you. I think we'll leave it there for the second time. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.